Hello and welcome back to Spacechem. This is episode 3, of course, and we're going to be continuing from where we left off. So last time we finished up the rest of Simnear 2, and we finished the first 2 levels of Simnear 4. And I stand corrected last episode I said that you'd be getting less. You actually got more, because I didn't check to see how long the first episode was. So here's the 3rd episode. Here we go, starting multiple outputs. So we gotta output carbon and oxygen, and we are given carbon monoxide. So obviously first we have to input the chemical, and then we have to unbond it. So bring it in. If we have to unbond it twice. So if I start here, bring it in, and then I do a couple of negative bonds, then we can grab, this is the oxygen, so we're going to have it grab the carbon, and we need to just bring it over this way, and we need to drop it, and then we need to push it out. Perfect. And what is it, shift again? I forget, tab? It's tab. Okay, tab to switch colors. Ugh. So then blue needs to start, and blue is going to grab it here, and I don't actually know if this will work. I hope it will, but we might have some problems with syncage here. So we want to drop it and give it an out. And of course, ooh, it's a little bit funky. Let's move this over like that, so we can set up a red layer sink and a blue layer sink. Let's test that out. And it works pretty flawlessly. Nice. Nice. Let's speed that up. Excellent. How fast I solved that? Under 3 minutes, I think? Nice. Next level we go. An introduction to pipelines. Ooh, okay. It's a production assignment. I must produce and deliver molecules to cargo freighters. Okay. So I can use multiple reactors. Pipes carry molecules between input reactors and cargo freighters. Trade the last segment of a pipe to connect buildings. Raw materials must be routed to reactors from storage tanks or harvesting facilities. Okay. Reactors have input pipes on the left and output pipes on the right. Double-click reactors to edit them. Cargo freighters only accept a single kind of molecule. Supply all the freighters to complete the assignment. Alright. So we have 2 storage tanks. Oh, okay. This is just asking us to literally just hook up these, and it's showing us that they can go underneath. Here. Let's make this a little more efficient, why don't we? So just draw a straight line, and then just draw a straightish one. Cool. So we just had to fill up the things. Easy. So that's just an instruction. There's something in the fish cake. Ooh. It's a new story. We'll read the training after. Angela returned the next day, chipper and without a trace of distress. If anyone wanted to ask about the strange accidents, she only smiled and ignored the question. Perfect. Training continued, and we moved on to more technical topics and fieldwork. I always saw Angela sitting at the same table in the canteen. She would wave to me and I would nod before finding another seat among the other trainees. As the days went by, I grew tired of the Spacechem food and the novelty of the environment. I loaded a fried fish sandwich onto my tray, but I did not feel hungry. Angela watched me from her metal table in the center of the cafeteria. Hey, I said. Want to take a seat, she asked. Sure. I slid out a chair and sat down. Angela unwrapped one of the 4 fish cake sandwiches on her tray, gripping the paper wrapper with both hands. How do you like it? Training's okay. I really want to get to work, though. I meant these. She waved her fish cake in front of her face. Spacechem's specialty product. It's packed with protein. The fried coating crunched and flaked onto the table as she bit in. I watched in awe as she devoured the food product, my appetite firmly suppressed. We sat in silence as she opened her second wrapper, the paper crinkling. So, Angela, I paused. How long have you been on Cernimer 2nd? 2. She wiped her mouth on her sleeve. 8 months. I was halfway through a rotation when I left to come here. You prefer being settled in one place? No, I had to take this job. There were some difficulties during my last assignment. Well, you're a great trainer. She only gave me a pained smile. Pain, so she doesn't want to smile. Where was your last assignment? I don't like to talk about it. The conversation died, and she turned her attention to her food, staring off past me while chewing. I didn't touch my fish cakes, instead choosing to toss them into the trash after I left the table. Interesting. So it seems like Angela might have something to tell us, and she's not telling us. Add output notes to reactors to remind yourself what intermediate molecules you need to produce. Create output notes by right-clicking on reactors and selecting the Add Note action. Output notes show up inside reactors just like in research assignments. Right-click on a note to edit it from within the reactor. Output notes are also displayed on the pipeline if the Show in Pipeline toggle is checked. Right-clicking a note on the pipeline will also edit it. The reactor quota shows the maximum number of reactors you may use. The production assignment will not run if the quota is exceeded. Okay, so we can only use a certain number of reactors, so we're only allowed to use 1 reactor here. Oh, so click and drag? Aha, click and drag. So we want this. Let's put the output on the top. And we need to input hydrogen and chlorine. Okay. Boom. Boom. There we go. And now we can go inside. Oh, double click to inside. Okay. So we want to bring a red thing in. We want to grab it. The blue one, we're just going to have it bring its thing in, and it's not even gonna run up to grab it, it's just gonna, we're just gonna have it do a little loop-de-loop. In fact, we can make that loop even tighter. Even tighter, actually. Boom. There we go. So that's the blue actions. The red, bring it in, because red's gonna do all the heavy lifting here. Grab it. It's gonna come in there, and this one's coming in there, just like I said. So when it gets here, it's going to bond, and it's going to move it over here and up. And at this point, it's too high, so we can move up here. Won't be enough, so we want to drop it right here. And then we want to output it and another sink. And if we just set that up, oh, it was waiting, of course. So that should work. Oh, look at that. It's working. We can definitely speed that up. We need 40, let's just make it max speed.